Hello and welcome to my core workout using a foam roller for added variety and extra challenge. So if you haven't already got one of these, you should be able to pick one up online. And for the first exercise, as long as you don't have any issues with the upper body, so any problems with the shoulders, placing the roller down, we're going to go into a modified plank. So you can do this with the elbows on the floor if you prefer. So walking the knees back, dropping those hips, so making sure the elbows are directly beneath the shoulders, pulling the belly button in, eyes looking just to the front of your mat, and you're going to hold that plank if you want the added challenge, tucking the toes under, lifting the knees and holding on to the plank position. Can we continue to hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So slowly lower those knees, sitting back in child's pose, hands on the roller, thumbs to the ceiling. So ideally you would wait for 30 seconds, you would repeat that exercise. We're going to move on to strengthen the lower back. So lowering yourself down onto the mat, pulling the belly button away from the floor. So long as your wrists are strong enough, you're going to place the wrist thumbs to the ceiling on the roller. Pull the belly button away from the floor, lifting up the head, lifting up the shoulders, relaxing the lower body. This is not right for your wrists. Then bend the elbows, take them off the roller, place the hands by the ears and you lift and lower the head and the shoulders. So you should feel it in the lower back. Any pain, please stop immediately. So we're aiming for a total of 8. So we've got 4 left, 4 repetitions. Pull that belly button away from the mat before you lift. Just pulling that roller towards you. Lifting and lowering. So that roller is only coming a short distance along the mat. 2 more. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. And again, let's come up for our stretch in between. So making sure the knees are beneath the hips. Let's push through the hands, push through the knees into our cat stretch. So tucking the head, tucking the tailbone under, arching the back. And then coming to a nice flat back. We're going to sit on the mat for our half roll downs. So remembering that the roller is an optional extra. So sitting on the mat, the knees are bent. Rotate the pelvis under. Slowly rolling down. Judging we're halfway between sitting and lying on the mat. So coming up to the start position. So if you're holding onto the roller, making sure that the elbows are nice and soft. Light grip on the roller. Breathe out as you come up. As an added challenge, when we go down this time, we hold it in that half roll down and we start to rotate the roller. First one way and then the other. Second time through. Can we double up? So again, we hold the half roll down, but we rotate and place the roller on each side, but we double up. Twice each side this time, 4 on each side. So let's try not to be tempted to speed up. When you've completed the 4, coming all the way up. And you're going to roll all the way down. This is not right for your back. And roll onto your side. Rolling down, float the roller just above your chest, bend the knees, feet flat on the floor, and just holding that roller, again with a light grip. Start to lift one foot. You're going to keep the knee bent into our tabletop position, so bringing the knee until it's above the hip. Pull the belly button down, start to lift the other leg. So the shins are parallel with the floor, and then we lower, alternate legs, keeping the knee bent, bring it back to the start position where the knees are above the hips. For added variety, bending at the elbows, lowering and lifting that roller, keeping the elbows to the ceiling. The roller comes down towards the forehead, but without actually touching it. Remembering to breathe. One more. And then place the roller down. Pull those knees into the chest. Then for a modified hip bridge, putting the roller under one foot. The other foot is on the mat, and take a moment to check that the knees are still hip width apart, head and shoulders are relaxed. Rotate the pelvis under, start to lift up the hips. Holding it there. And slowly lower down. Let's go again on this side, so rotate the pelvis under, trying to relax through the upper body so the head and shoulders stay in contact with the mat. Again, we lower down with control. This is not right for your ankles, for your knees. Then both feet flat on the floor, but making sure that we swap over sides. Put the other foot on the roller. Make sure the knees are hip width apart. And again, it's rotating that pelvis under before you start to lift. Trying to keep the knees nice and steady, same distance apart. And if you want that final challenge, again, if your ankles and your knees are still feeling strong and there aren't any injuries to be considered, placing both feet on the roller, rotate that pelvis under, start to lift up into your ski slope position, and let's see if we can hold for 4, 3, 2 and 1. Lowering down. One final time. Rotate the pelvis under. Push through the feet. Take your time. Coming up, let's breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Lowering down nice and slowly. Let's pull the knees in towards the chest. Nice stretch through the lower back. Then rolling onto your side. And if you've got those yoga blocks, let's have a go at the Superman balance. So this really is a challenge only if this works for you. So placing the yoga blocks down, the foam roller goes at the top of the shin, so not on the knee joint itself. Placing the hands on the yoga block so that you're at the same height as the knees, and we start to extend one leg into your Superman balance. Can you lift the diagonally opposite arm as that final challenge? Try that on the other side. Extend the leg first, get your balance. That might be enough of a challenge for you. Or can you lift? Diagonally opposite arm. Pulling the belly button in. Slowly coming down. Again, you can repeat. You could have a second roller underneath your hands as long as your wrists are strong. So I hope you've enjoyed that, and I'll see you again soon.